Responds to Mr. Random.
The Crown Vic is not built for speed. It's built to last, not to haul ass.
Fucking poses.
Yo, welcome back to the BST4 channel. Wingnuts, what's going on? What is happening? We are talking about how Mr. Random got us all tenderonied out about our goddamn Panther cars. Yo, it was much needed. It's much needed. He spoke some truth, but the only thing I kind of didn't like was, hey, explain why is it so slow. I mean, he's doing another video, he said, and we are all going to tune into that. You know what I mean? Because it's much needed. It's good talk. It's good talk. It's good rhetoric. Here's the deal, man. You got your Panther car, and it's slow as balls off the line. Now, my man Shannon, he spoke about this on his channel, and this is what he had to say.
The Crown Vic was built for pursuits, long distance. They're jumping off the line, doing a drag race of 60, racing a quarter mile. That's not what the Crown Vic was built for.
Many guys are talking about it. My man Harrison, the Truth Media, he even spoke about it, and he got really, really in depth.
The main problem that this car suffers from is the gearing. You've got 4 gears. That's the same setup as what you would have seen in, like, you know, a Gran Torino or a Dodge Charger or a Chevelle. Back in the day, those cars were really fast. By today's standards, those cars are not fast. And they're fast nowadays because people make them fast. People spend a lot of money to make them fast. You can do the same thing to this car. What this car needs is more gears. Now, you can accomplish that by manual swapping it. That's the easiest and the cheapest thing to do. And that, as far as modifications go, is going to be one of the best bang for the buck modifications that you can make to this car.
Yeah, if you feeling froggy, you put your 5-speed in your Crown Victoria, then you can add a little bootleg turbo if you like, and then you can add a windshield to that. Now, with him saying that, right, I had to take it a step further. Example, your 2003 old model Crown Victoria transmission 4-speed automatic final drive will be, in your rear diff, will be a 3.27 or a 3.55 on all your models, depending on which one you have. But the automatic transmission gear ratios are, first gear will be a 2.84, second gear will be a 1.55 or a 57, depending on which year you have. Your third gear will be 1.00, which in your other model will be a 1.01. Now your fourth gear now is going to either be a 7.0 like this 03 one, or it's going to be a 69. So now in my Crown Victoria, 2004 Crown Victoria with the T45, my final gear right now as we speak, as I'm yanking this goddamn thing out, is 3.27. Now my first gear, now my little cheap behind T45 is going to be 3.37. Now my second gear will be 1.99, third gear will be 1.33, fourth gear now is at 1.00. Then my fifth gear will bring me right back up and bring you right back down, because you need that 6-speed or 8-speed trans to make this 4.62 valve in this Crown Victoria sing. Along with that, the drive-by-wire system is lazy, then you don't have the horsepower to compensate for the lazy or the empty spot. Then the transmission can't shift right. In between that, the gearing is all wrong. And in the rear diff, and then the weight, you have a slow car. Now, 75% of you guys are going to leave your car completely stock. No matter if it's a Ford, Mercury, or Lincoln, you're going to leave it stock. And that is like the wisest choice, to leave the daggone thing stock. While 20% of you guys are going to hack off the back of the exhaust with no muffler, no nothing. You're just going to put a tip on it and make it loud as heck, and the car just going to be sounding so loud it ain't going to be moving nowhere. It's going to be so lazy, and you're going to take it to the track and you're going to get beat by a daggone V6. You get where I'm going with this. So anyway, now 4% of you guys are going to actually do it right. You're going to do a 5-speed swap, or you're going to leave it automatic, and you're going to get a gear set, and you're going to put some daggone cherry bombs on the back of it with a daggone tune and make it all play with each other nicey nice. That's what you're going to do. And then the 1%, which is not a lot of us, are going to do that Coyote swap, GT500 swap, or a daggone Terminator swap. That's what they're going to do. Now me, if I was doing a swap of any kind and I had a little bit of coin to even do a nice good Coyote engine, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hold out and I'm going to spend my money and get me a daggone Voodoo engine completely swapped, right, with the daggone 10-speed transmission, and have that junk singing in my Crown Victoria looking dang near stock. That's what I would do. Now, I don't have any money, so what I'm doing is what I'm doing a junkyard build. To bring this thing back full circle, man, because look, the damn thing was built for Tough. I mean, this is real deal. I mean, yeah, it's a commercial from back in the day, Ford Tough, but this thing here was the epitome of Ford Tough. Trust and believe me, I think it was tougher than some of the damn trucks that they built. I'm just saying, look at here. This Crown Vic can flip a goddamn pickup truck, and it has flipped up many pickup trucks. This is like a mini tank without no goddamn gun on top. This thing here is all that in a bag of chips with the damn dip. There is nothing like this on the planet. It doesn't have to be fast. We all know it. The real core audience of this daggone Crown Victoria and the supporters know that the thing is not fast. It takes a lot of effort to get these engines going. If you guys don't understand the makeup of this engine, the engine is a high RPM engine and it makes its horsepower way up. I mean, like way up there. Bottom end, it doesn't have the torque to really do it. But it's a rev happy engine. It's very fun and everything. But like I mentioned before, 211 horsepower. The guy had dyno his stock Crown Vic, and the torque numbers were 260. So it's high torque numbers. It can move out of its way a little bit, but the horsepower is just not there to keep the engine going once the torque kicks in. You get what I'm saying? So the car is definitely slow. The gearing is definitely a bad thing. The tire selection, the transmission, the drive-by-wire system on certain ones are just not that, it ain't that great. Again, you want to play? Well, you better go get you some goddamn turbo. I prefer turbo versus that daggone supercharger stuff. I don't know how to do superchargers. I don't really think I would even do one because it just seems like a daggone headache. I more so lean to a turbo setup because I can kind of control the situation. You know what I mean? Either I weld bad or it's a bad turbo. You know what I mean? You can kind of figure that out. With the daggone supercharger, you don't know if it's leaking internally. You don't know, and it's just a little bit more finicky for me to even deal with that. Now with this whole build here, the car I paid $500, right? And with the total cost of this whole build at this point with the turbo and the 5-speed and me doing the rear and everything, we at $3,000, probably $3,200 at the time. And I had to add another $500, so probably around $3,500, it should be kind of finished. You know what I mean? And now that's not bad. That's not bad. Now, many of you guys may say, hey man, you should have just Coyote swapped the whole thing. But I mean, I bought the car and everything that I've done to this point for $3,000. It's just not a bad hit. Now we go over here to this car here, Arrow, right? This was a subscriber. He gave this car to me. He said, come to Philly, man, pick this thing up. I went there and picked this thing up. Now we put a 5-speed in there. Now we're going to do a PI head swap on this so we can see what kind of horsepower numbers we can get with that, and definitely get a Marty tune on both of these items here. So things are quite possible to get a Crown Victoria going, but it takes a lot of money, takes a lot of effort, and if you don't know nothing, guess what, man? You ain't gonna do nothing. So thank you guys for watching this episode of Build Something TV, man. Hope you guys were enlightened in some kind of way. Please, man, click like, subscribe to the channel. If you don't, that's cool. If you do, that's cool. If you want to donate to the channel, you can click the link below. You can donate to the channel that way. If not, man, just check out and watch the videos. And I want to give a shout out to my man, N. Allen Hallman, man. Thank you so much for the donation towards the channel, man. Oh, man, brother, thank you so much, man. It was really, really needed and really appreciative for you to do that for the channel, man. And we're going to be getting back to this right here, and also we're going to be getting back to this Maverick here. I'm over here trying to look at it and do some things inside, and we're going to be getting back to this also. So we'll see you guys on the next one. All right, man, later. Now I have to mention this now. You go to my man Shannon, CVPI. Go check it out. There's a comment that is on his page, right? Mr. Travis the 7th. He said, I stopped following Mr. Randall because once he got rid of his Crown Vics, he started hating on Crown Vics. Now, you guys, drop a comment below. And do you believe in that? I didn't see that one. I really, truly didn't see that one. But Check it out. I'm not making up this comment. I am not Mr. Travis the 7th. It says, I stopped following Mr. Random because once he got rid of his Crown Vic and he started hating on Crown Vics. That's what he said. Let me know what you think about that, bro. And also let me know about how you feel about the fastest Crown Victoria in the world being GT500 powered and not LS base. I know you guys got a lot of comments about that. Please leave that in the comments below, bro.